Hello, everybody. I'm Jojo Oloa. Today I'm going to talk about a Piglin bartering farm. This is a design I got from Waddles, and I had some issues when I was trying to hook it up to my gold farm, and so I'm going to go over some of those issues and then the different designs I came up with to fix the problem, and ultimately the simpler solution that I found. So we'll start with the design by Waddles. So it's like right here. The only thing it didn't include was these hoppers. And I'll show you this issue. When we put items in the hoppers, they don't flow into these droppers. And that's because this dropper is powered, and so that locks the hopper. And then the other thing that I didn't really like is that it required you to manually start it by throwing in a piece of gold. And if you had a bunch of these guys, that'd be kind of a pain. So I wanted to put a button so that way I could trigger them all at once. But you can see this works by once they get a piece of gold, drops into the hopper, comparator lights up the torch, and then lights up the dropper and item gets spit out. You can also see that the trap doors go up and down when this dropper is powered and unpowered. So we're going to go look at a couple of my designs. And I thought that trap door was key to how it worked, going up and down. So you can see in this design, when you put things in the hoppers, they automatically fill into the dropper. And that's just because that dropper is not powered. So I move the torch off to the side, and then send the signal around and into a block instead of directly into the dropper. And because the block's powered, the dropper receives power and it'll spit an item out. But it doesn't power the hopper, so the hopper doesn't get locked. And then because I thought I needed to power the trap doors, I have a sticky piston down there, and then you put a redstone block to keep the trap door open. So then I have this button here, you press it, and that'll trigger it for every piglin. You get their gold, and then it's completely automatic like a Waddles design. So while I was debugging this, I realized that I didn't really need that piston because the gold actually can travel through the trap door when it's open. So then I kind of realized, why do I need to power the trap doors at all? And the only reason the original design was needing that is because if they receive any redstone signal, then they will open and close. But if there is no redstone signal, then they'll remain open. So that's what I have here. And the main difference here is from Waddles design is instead of the comparator going into a block, it goes into a repeater, which goes into a block, and then powers the block above it. Really simple solution. And then to show how the button works, there's just another torch underneath these torches. And you do have to invert the signal from the button, so that way this torch is unpowered. And I can show what happens if that torch is powered. Then these are unpowered. And so when you press the button, it will send an item out. Then when they drop items in the hopper, it powers this, and that torch on top stays unpowered because the one below is powered. So in order to get both to work, you need to invert this signal. So now if you press the button, it'll turn that redstone lamp off. And then if they put an item in the hopper, it'll also turn that torch off. That's all I have for this video. Thanks for watching.